He's 94, and every morning, he walks to the edge of the ocean. No cane, no hesitation, just strong legs, and a quiet smile that says, "I'm still here." People often ask him, "What's your secret?" He laughs and says, "It's not about doing more. It's about giving your legs what they've been missing." Let me ask you something. Have your legs changed? Do you shift your weight more than you used to? Do stairs make you pause now? Do your legs ache after standing for just a little while? You're not alone. And here's the truth most people never hear. It's not always age. Sometimes it's deficiency. A slow, silent depletion of what your legs need to stay alive. You see, after 60, most seniors start losing strength, not from inactivity, but because they're missing 6 essential vitamins that quietly fuel the legs, until one day, walking just hurts. In this video, I'll show you what those 6 vitamins are, and how just one small habit a day can bring strength back where you thought it was gone. Stay with me, because the last vitamin on this list is the one almost everyone misses, but it could change how you move for the rest of your life. Franklin didn't wait until the pain stopped him. He started when the warning signs were still whispers. Little stiffness here, little wobble there. Most people ignore those signs, and by the time walking becomes painful, it's already late. But it doesn't have to be. Today, I'll walk you through the 6 most overlooked vitamins that quietly determine how strong or how fragile your legs become with age. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need perfect health. You just need to know what your legs are truly asking for. By the end of this video, you'll have a simple, science-backed habit that takes less than 30 seconds a day, but can restore years of strength, balance, and peace of mind. Let's begin. Vitamin D, the quiet light that holds you up. Sometimes it starts with something small. You stand up from a chair and your legs hesitate. You climb the stairs and suddenly feel unsure. Not weak exactly, just not the way they used to be. And most people brush it off. It's just age, they say. But what if it's not? What if your legs aren't giving up? They're just running out of fuel? One of the most common and most silent deficiencies in seniors is vitamin D. And it's not just about bones. Vitamin D is the quiet commander behind muscle, strength, balance, and coordination. When it runs low, things begin to slip, subtly at first. Obviously, a muscle twitch there, until one day, you're holding on to furniture just to feel stable. Research has shown that low vitamin D is directly linked to increased risk of falls, fractures, and muscle weakness in older adults. But here's the part no one tells you. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D. So even if you step outside, you might still be running low, without ever knowing it. That's why many seniors feel tired legs long before they feel tired minds. Their body is whispering, "I need support." The good news? It doesn't take much to restore it. Fatty fish like salmon, eggs, and fortified dairy help, but one of the simplest and most powerful sources is cod liver oil. Just 1 tablespoon a day gives your body a rich dose of vitamin D, helping muscles fire again and bones hold steady. Many seniors who start taking it report something amazing. They don't just walk better, they stand taller. And sometimes that 1 inch of confidence, it brings the whole body back to life. Number 2, vitamin B12, the nerve behind every step. Sometimes your legs don't feel tired. They feel disconnected. You know the feeling, like they're part of you, but not quite listening. Like they used to walk with you, and now they're just following behind. This isn't just muscle fatigue, it's a breakdown in communication. And more often than not, the missing link is vitamin B12. B12 is essential for your nervous system. It protects the sheath that wraps around your nerves, allowing messages to travel from your brain to your legs with clarity and speed. But as we get older, our ability to absorb B12 drops dramatically. Even if we eat well, our stomach no longer extracts enough, and slowly, signals between brain and body begin to fade. That's when you start to notice legs that feel heavy, pins and needles, a sense of imbalance that shows up out of nowhere, and some days you feel fine. Other days, it's like your body forgot how to walk smoothly. But it's not forgetfulness, it's a deficiency. The beautiful thing is, this can be reversed. Nutritional yeast is one of the simplest, most powerful sources of B12. Just 1 tablespoon a day, sprinkled on soup, oatmeal, or veggies, can begin to restore the connection. And when that connection returns, so does control. So does confidence. Many seniors describe it like flipping a light back on. Their legs feel awake again, more responsive, more fairs. Because when the brain and body finally speak the same language again, movement becomes effortless. And you stop walking with fear and start walking with trust. Number 3, vitamin C, the quiet builder of strong, flexible legs. It's not just about strength. Sometimes the problem is stiffness. You try to stand and your knees resist. You walk a few steps and your joints feel like they've aged faster than the rest of you. It's not weakness, it's tension, it's inflammation, and often it's a quiet call for vitamin C. Most people think of vitamin C as the immune system vitamin, but for your legs, it's something far more powerful. A builder, a rebuilder. Vitamin C is essential for the production of collagen. It's the protein that gives structure and stretch to your tendons, ligaments, and cartilage. Without it, your joints become brittle, your muscles struggle to recover, and your legs lose the fluidity they once had. You may notice it after a long walk, or first thing in the morning, that deep ache in your knees, the stiffness that lingers, the soreness that seems to outlast the activity. It's not just getting older. It's your body saying, "Help me rebuild." Thankfully, vitamin C is easy to give. Citrus fruits, bell peppers, and strawberries help. But one of the most powerful concentrated sources? Acerola cherry powder. Just 1 tablespoon a day in water or a smoothie delivers more vitamin C than multiple oranges. And the results? Seniors who restore their vitamin C levels often say, "My knees don't creak like they used to. I recover faster. I feel more fluid, more free." Because when your joint stops screaming, your body can move the way it was meant to. Not rigid, not cautious, but alive. Number 4, vitamin K2, the unsung hero that sends calcium home. You drink the milk, you take the calcium, you do everything right, and yet, your bones still feel fragile. Your knees still ache, your posture starts to bend, little by little. What if the problem isn't the amount of calcium, but where it ends up? You see, calcium is powerful, but it's also stubborn. Without guidance, it doesn't always go to your bones. Sometimes it ends up in your joints, your arteries, your soft tissues, making things feel stiffer, tighter, older. That's where vitamin K2 steps in. K2 is like a traffic director. It tells calcium, stay out of the places you don't belong. When K2 is missing, calcium goes rogue. It builds up in the knees, making them creak. It settles in the back, making posture harder to hold. It lines the arteries, slowing blood flow to your legs. and suddenly every movement feels heavier. But give your body K2, and calcium finds its home, bones strengthen, joints loosen, and the body breathes again. You don't need anything fancy. Grass-fed butter, ghee, natto, all rich in vitamin K2. Even just 1 tablespoon a day can start shifting where calcium flows. Seniors who increase their K2 often describe something surprising. My legs feel lighter. I can stand longer without fidgeting. My back doesn't pull me down like it used to. Because when your bones get what they need, and your joints stop getting what they don't, you stop resisting gravity and start moving like you trust your own frame again. Number 5, magnesium, the mineral that lifts the weight off your legs. Helen used to love walking in the garden, just 15 minutes every morning. But over the years, something changed. Her legs didn't feel weak. They felt heavy, like she was dragging invisible weights. At first, she blamed aging, then arthritis, then circulation. But no doctor gave her a real answer until someone asked her, "Have you checked your magnesium?" Magnesium is one of the most overlooked minerals in older adults. Yet it powers over 300 essential functions in your body. For your legs, it's the quiet force behind muscle relaxation, nerve coordination, and circulation. When you're low on magnesium, your muscles tighten, you get cramps, spasms, that Charlie horse in the middle of the night, that restless leg feeling that keeps you from sleeping. But it goes deeper. Without magnesium, blood flow becomes sluggish, oxygen delivery slows, and your legs feel drained before the day even begins. It's not age, it's not laziness, it's your body begging for support. The solution? Simple. Pumpkin seeds. 1 tablespoon a day offers a rich, natural supply of magnesium. Toss them into a salad, a smoothie, or just eat them straight. Helen did, and in just a few weeks, she wasn't dragging anymore. She was moving lightly, like someone had taken the sandbags off her calves. She didn't join a gym. She didn't buy special shoes. She just gave her legs what they were missing. Because sometimes the answer to "why do I feel so heavy" isn't emotional. It's magnesium. Number 6, vitamin E, the spark that brings life back to your legs. Walter didn't complain much, even when his legs started to feel cold, even when short walks left him winded, even when his calves began to swell after sitting too long. He just said, "Being old." But inside, he missed the feeling of lightness, of freedom, of moving without wondering if his legs could keep up. What Walter didn't know, and what most seniors overlook, is that many of these signs point to poor circulation. And behind that, a silent deficiency in vitamin E. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, but more importantly, it keeps your blood vessels flexible and open, so oxygen-rich blood can actually reach your legs. Without it, your muscles suffocate slowly. They ache, they tighten, they scream during short walks, or go numb after sitting too long. You might think it's your heart, your age, and your activity level, but sometimes it's your blood flow, and your blood flow needs vitamin E. The solution? Wheat germ oil. 1 tablespoon a day delivers a rich natural dose of vitamin E. Simple, gentle, powerful. After just a few weeks, Walter noticed something. His legs didn't feel as cold. His feet weren't swollen. He walked farther before needing to stop, not because he trained harder, but because his body finally had what it needed to deliver energy where it mattered. Vitamin E isn't about getting faster. It's about staying fueled, so you can keep moving, not just with strength, but with ease. Because tired legs aren't always old legs. Sometimes, and they're just waiting for circulation to return. After 60, strength isn't about lifting more, it's about staying upright. When life leans hard on you, it's about walking without fear, climbing without hesitation, and standing, not just physically, but proudly, on your own 2 feet. But when your legs begin to feel tired, when pain replaces power, most people blame age. They tell themselves, this is just how it goes. But they're wrong. You're not broken. Well, you're not too late. Your legs are just running on empty. What you've heard today isn't a miracle cure. It's a wake-up call. 6 quiet nutrients that fill 6 silent gaps. Gaps that have slowly drained your energy, your confidence, your freedom. Now you know what's missing. And now you get to choose. You can go back to waiting, hoping, adjusting. You can begin. Start with 1 spoon, 1 sprinkle. 1 habit that says, I'm not ignoring this anymore. Because your legs have carried your life. Now it's your turn to carry them. With care, with wisdom, with the quiet power of someone who's ready to walk strong again. So don't just close this video. Write it down. Share it. Begin something. Your next step could be the one that changes all the ones to come. And if this message found you at the right time, in the right season of your life, then don't just watch it. Honor it. Leave a comment. Tell me what your legs have been whispering. Which vitamins spoke directly to your story? Because sometimes saying it out loud is the first step toward healing. Not for me, not for the algorithm, but for you. Because the moment you put it into words, you stop being a passive listener and become an active participant in your own renewal. And if you felt understood here, I invite you to subscribe, not just to a channel, but to a space where aging is not about fading, it's about returning to yourself, stronger and wiser than before. We'll be here every week, walking beside you with truth, with care, with real answers no one else is saying out loud. So take 1 breath, pick 1 habit, and let your next step be rooted in something deeper than fear. Let it be rooted. We're with you every quiet, powerful step of the way.